Well, that's
so
when
you on guard.
When you're in the midst of war, you got time where it's heated parts, and then it's time where it's like a so-called ceasefire, or it's a settled time. But during that time where it's settled, you alert, you on watch, you prepared. Them will rule the war. You never let your guard down. You stay on your watch. And then when you got certain men that sleep during the war, but you got to have somebody watching the perimeter of the platoon.
Yeah, when you watch 300, they show Leonidas, he didn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
While the rest of the army was laying down getting some rest, he was up walking around eating an apple and shit.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
It's Matthew 24 and 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
And that's it.
Yep.
So you gotta watch. Like, we know that the Lord coming like a thief in the night, but 2/3 of our people don't think nothing gonna happen. So therefore, we watching.
Hey, especially
because
when it's go ahead.
We watching because we don't want our house to get broken into.
Right.
That's it's symbolic. We want to make it up out of here.
Yeah, and I say this, man, these harlot houses got a lot of the 2/3 Jakes putting far away the evil day.
Right.
They say, yeah, I know the Lord coming, but that's not gonna be in my lifetime, or that's way down the road. But what Bible do y'all read in church, man? All the signs that the Lord said to look for are going down. All of them. And then the Lord said that this generation would not pass till all be fulfilled. And that's the generation when you start to see these prophecies unfold. That's this generation. It will not pass until all be fulfilled. So, keep letting these pastors sing you a lullaby in these churches.
Right.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua gonna catch you niggas off guard, man.
Right. That's the scripture said.
Come on.
If you was to read that last verse again before you get there.
Matthew 24 and 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known what
it's saying is that good man had been on watch.
Right.
Had been on his watch, always prepared, whether it was in imminent danger or not. He was ready at all times. So that's just like, man, you got some of these Edomites, man, that they always ready. They wish somebody would come and break in their house.
Right.
Yeah, they be waiting for that.
They wait. Whether they saying like, Jay, y'all stay in high crime infested areas, The white man don't really got to worry about that too much. About crime going on and there's somebody breaking in his house. But even though they don't even stay in that environment, they stay prepared.
Yep.
They got the best security system set up.
Yeah.
And they got their trusty blessing, which is the modern day gun. And they prepared.
Right.
So if the thief come in there, they already they gonna get caught off. It's gonna initially catch them off like the element of surprise, but they gonna be ready to deal with it.
Hey, a lot of them.
And I hate to use the damn white man as an example, but
hey, their blessing is the sword, man. So these Edomites ain't at the gun range every week.
Yep.
Just like, I hope I don't have to use this gun. They be like, man, I can't wait till somebody break in my.
Right.
You got a gun, you want to use it, man.
Yeah. Esau have neighborhood watches, man.
And they proud about when somebody try to invade their property.
Yep.
Whether it be their car, rob them, or they break into their house. Cause now they can brag about how they shot.
Defended they shit.
They happy, I took him out. He'll never try to steal from me again.
Yeah, I stole your little thing at where you be doing at work, man. I've been messing with Edomites on the job, telling them Obama coming to take their guns from them. And they all say the same thing. I wish that motherfucker would. I'll get his ass shot on the front porch.
They'll die for that shit.
Yeah, because that's their blessing.
Yep.
You know?
See? Go there, shoot now.
Now go ahead and read from where you was at.
Alright. You want me to keep going?
I want you to start from the top where you was at.
That's what I said after that first one. Matthew 24 and 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come.
Right. So, go up a verse. Sorry.
Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour the Lord doth come.
Now, that's what it say in this verse. It say, watch therefore, because you know not in what hour the Lord does come.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Right.
That's right.
Hey, man, I always use the analogy of, man, when you was a little kid, your parents gone, you know you got a certain amount of time they gonna be gone out the house. You get the bullshitting, acting the ass, getting into stuff, but the whole time you might have one of y'all steady watching. Mama there, they pulling up. You steady watching to make sure you can get your ass in order before that door open, man.
Yep.
So how much more should you be afraid of your creator sending his son back to wreak shop on this earth, man?
But they not watching. They gonna suffer their house to be broke in. That you gonna get destroyed. That's what it's dealing with. You gonna be left down here to receive this, be part of the destruction. You know, literally.
Yep.
All right.
Verse 44. Therefore be ye also ready.
Therefore be ye also ready.
For in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh.
Yep.
Right, so he's saying you gotta basically be ready at all times, because just when the Lord gonna come when you think he ain't gonna come.
Yep. That's
Just simplify it.
And what the brother spoke on a second ago, man. For you Jakes that's talking about, I'm not gonna see that in my lifetime, and that's a far off, man. My great-great-grandkids gonna see that time. Nah. The Lord is gonna return in the time that you think not, because you're not paying attention to the signs he told you to pay attention to.
Can you want to bring this out right now?
Oh yeah, I'll bring it out real quick. It's
right,
short.
go ahead.
This is Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
Yeah, you want to talk on that?
You know, it's saying be ye wise walking, you know, be ye circumspect, you know, seeing what's going on around you, the circumference of things that surround your existence. No, be wise about what's going on around you and what's going on in this world, man. So don't walk as a fool. Walk as wise, redeeming the time, because knowing this is the last days, man. You know, for the most part, a lot of people know this is the end of the world, or they'll say it at least. They may not even believe that, but they see that things, especially this so-called average Joe six-pack, this so-called white man, he see that his America, his beloved America, ain't the same apple pie and gasoline-loving smell that he grew up in. This ain't the days of Leave It to Beaver. This ain't the days of Father Knows Best. They done watched the Brady Bunch go straight out the window. We living in a time that's totally opposite of how they grew up in their golden age. America is gone. They see that even they own people is the ones that's sticking it to them too. They losing their houses. They losing their property. They losing everything they work for, like Enron. They lost all their retirement and pension and all that shit. They seeing they shit go down. They watch the towers go down. A lot of them know it was an inside job. It ain't the same like it used to be.
Yep.
You know? But you niggas walking as fools have no clue is what like we've been going into all day as to what's going on. Y'all don't know There's fresh airstrikes in Syria. That Obama is sending airstrikes in Syria now, not just Iraq. Now they got to go after after ISIS in Syria too, which is just another excuse to be in Syria. They strategically placing all their chess pieces, gearing up for this third world war. There's an insurrection, there's a conflict between Russia and the United States and NATO and the EU about them convoys going into is it Kiev or the Ukraine, one or the other, but brothers can look at it for themselves. Kiev, you know, they want them to put, and all Russia is doing is sending supplies, sending aid. They don't want them sending aid. So America's saying, well, we got to put more sanctions on them. All they trying to do is be so-called humanitarians, good people. Like y'all, like America's hypocritical ass do all the time.
Hey, and Obama's a fucking coward, man, because he putting all these sanctions and he not executing the sanction. Because if you look up the definition of a sanction, it's punishable. It's supposed to be a punishment is supposed to be executed if the rules set are not abided by. And Russia is not abiding by none of these sanctions. He's laughing. Fuck you and your sanctions.
Right.
So when are you gonna drop your nuts and execute the punishment, man?
Right, and it really ain't Obama because he's just taking his orders. But
goddamn elites dragging y'all feet, man. He
gotta make the orders. He gotta call the orders based upon the elite commandment. Now that scripture the brother just read is talking about redeeming the time. You know, because it's talking about basically you can replace that word redeem. It means to buy back.
Right.
Buy back the time. So we didn't lost a lot of time here in captivity, being indoctrinated with all these different philosophies and ways of life, and not being accustomed to our heritage. So it's kind of like you got a set amount of time to do a job, say 3 hours, and then for some reason you ain't been able to get your job done. You done lost 2 hours, and now you only got an hour to finish a 3-hour job. So now you got to go in overdrive to get the job done, to get 3 hours worth of work done in 1 hour. And that's the same thing in this truth. You know, for us brothers, we gotta redeem the buy back the time. We lost a lot of time, so now we gotta kick it in high gear, overdrive, and push for the like the scripture say, press for the mark. You know, push for the kingdom of heaven. Like if you want something real bad, which is getting into your studies, trying to walk a disciplined life, walk in this truth, the best you can, and being a brother to your brother. Taking order. You know, dealing with order, and being a brother to your brother. That was it on Matthew. Oh, you had something. Yeah, go ahead and have it.
It's Habakkuk 2:1.
Because I'm gonna say this too, all them things that I just mentioned, that's what's a reflection that you are the elect. By doing them things, really being a brother to your brother, and then focusing on the order being set up, and following through with order, disciplining your everyday life, and then studying.
This place gotta go, man.
Right, they too old for that shit, man. They too goddamn old.
Yeah, I missed it.
Shit. I'm talking about them Jordans. Look at them J's.
Yellow and green. Come on.
Little ass yellow shorts. Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
You better not tell him shit though, boy. You better not tell him he ain't clean as a...
Don't step on him either.
Hell
Fresher than
no.
the fruit bowl. Like
Shit.
Fresher than
Jake too old for that shit.
Sorry, man. Go ahead, man. 'Cause Jake is completely bugged out,
Yeah,
man. I mean, they're a walking manifestation of bugged out. You know, you want to know what bugged out is?
A nigga in yellow ass shorts.
Just look at the average Negro, Latino, Native American, and see what how they looking.
How they carry themselves.
Look like you belong in a circus. Habakkuk 2:2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come. It shall surely come. It will not tarry.
And that's what we doing. We watching. We watching for the prophecies. You know. Read the matter of fact. Start up. Go over it again, Mike. Yeah.
Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
And he physically did that. You know, Habakkuk did it because he was getting a vision at the time, but that's also symbolic to what we're supposed to be doing. Watching. Being on our watch.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
And the Lord answered me and said,
we're watching for the prophecies. That's what we're watching for. We ain't just watching for the hell of it.
Right.
We watching to see when these things get kicked off according to prophecy that line up with what's in the scriptures, you know? Alright.
And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right, the vision, these prophecies are for an appointed time.